Did you know you are a superhero? When you are on the twin flame path, then you have very specific qualities. You are like built in a specific way, and this is for a reason, and this is part of your divine blueprint to be this superhero. And also everything has prepared you for this. Hi, very warm welcome. My name is Judith. This channel is all about the twin flame journey. Yeah, it's times are getting wild, right? But this has been going on for quite some time, though it's not very surprising. But yeah, I am here to really tell you, and I don't want to make this a very long video today. I'm here to tell you that we as twin flames, we are very much needed in those times. Why? Because we hold the vision of a bright future. We hold this vision, and that's something that I really want to to give to you. To don't let yourself be swayed from this bright future, from this future full of peace, from this future full of love. You know what it feels like. Don't let yourself be thrown out of balance, right? Keep your balance, keep your inner peace, your inner harmony. Train yourself every day, meditate, whatever, align with your twin flame union, yeah? So that's something that we are like specialists. And I want to point out something to you today that became clear to me in I think in 2025, that I was getting in contact with this idea of superhero before. When I was given something by the divine, which divine just said, being invisible is a superpower. And I was thinking about that, and I said, well, what is that? And that's a superpower, because we as twin flames, even if we have a big channel and we are maybe very visible in the community, we are still dealing with this romantic love, airy-fairy, woo-woo stuff, right? We're not really visible in the sense of the revolution that we're actually bringing about, yeah. So that's a superpower, because we are on nobody's radar. Right? And that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah? Let's keep it that way. And we don't want to react to things to negative things. We want to like accept them as they are and hold the vision, as I said, right? What does it feel like to live in a peaceful community? What does it feel like to live in a peaceful world? What does it feel like to support each other? What does it feel like to leave everybody else where they are? And yeah, there are some superpowers that I want to point out to you. And first of all, let's talk about something that I discovered as my superpower, and that's faith. So yeah, how did I realize that this was my superpower? Well, because really everything in my life was required faith, and I was very good at that. I was basically going about my whole life by having faith, and I was always very interested, as I said, let's make the impossible possible, right? That was something that I was always interested. Oh, something is, you say it's impossible? Well, no, it's not. I'm going to prove this. This was like, of course, I didn't say that, but I was always attracted to those things that seem impossible. And I said, no, it's not impossible. And I learned how to have faith, and it became very clear to me now along the journey that this is something that I'm an expert at. I'm an expert at having faith. Yeah, that's my superpower. And I can accomplish a lot with having that faith, you know. I can manifest a lot with having that faith. And so same for you, right? I asked Spirit, well, what are other superpowers? And Spirit said, well, courage. Courage can be a superpower, right? You can know if your life required for you to have a lot of courage, and if you also, this was also the way that you went about your life, right? That you were successful in applying courage, right? Another superpower is endurance also. Yeah, that you're like able to do like the marathon, right? And going over long distances, and this might have been necessary for your life up till now, to go the extra mile, right? And so you're trained in this. It's nothing special for you to have this endurance, and now you know how to do it. Another superpower is, for example, mercy. And when I'm talking of mercy, then to me, it always means the aspect of mercy that is advocacy. You advocate for yourself and for others, right? That's mercy. It's not like suffering alongside with others, or never like, I recommend never like be in the shoes of others, because first of all, that's not possible, and we're dragging down our own energy, right? We go down to the level of the people that we want to advocate, but to have mercy on people, to advocate for people, to advocate for ourselves, we do this on a high vibration, from a place of love, from a place of peace, yeah. And don't forget about joy, right? Because that's something that now we would think, well, where do we take this idea of joy from? But joy is in small things. Joy is everywhere, in everybody's life, even in small details, right? And even if it goes away, it's not lost forever. Yeah, it's our birthright. So yeah, and another superpower that Spirit gave me is self-forgiveness. So maybe also forgiveness, yeah, but it all starts with self-forgiveness, because when we think of forgiving others, we have a very distorted idea about what this is, right? We should let them walk all over us and then forgive them or something like that. But that's not what it is. It's really like containing our own energy and cleansing our own energy from hatred, resentment, all of those things. And also forgiving ourselves, like not beating up on ourselves and things like that. So that's tending to our vibration, tending to our energy, and that's something that is a superpower, because that's, as I said, is enabling you to hold this vision, yeah, to hold this powerful vision. And there are, I believe, many more superpowers, right? I was only like checking in quickly with Spirit to get an idea about that, and I think that's so very valuable. The minute I understood about my superpower, everything, my whole life became clear. I said, okay, that's how I'm set up. I learned to do this from scratch. This was something for me to become an expert at, right? And same for you. And if you work with me, then of course we can also ask about your superpower. What is your superpower, right? And find that out quickly. If you're interested in my office, click on the link in the description box. You find everything that you need. I'm also offering 15-minute free spots. Apply for those via email. You find everything in the description box. And that was basically all for today. I just wanted to squeeze this in a way. And yeah, I would be interested in knowing what you think about this, what your perception is, what your experience is in relation to this, and what you think. And yeah, I'm here for you. Stay tuned for the next video. Have a beautiful day, everyone. See you soon. Bye for now.